Welcome to my universe. Today's topic is forgiveness and reconciliation. I believe we all face struggles with these concepts in our relationships. Most people carry the heavy burden thinking that forgiving someone means the interactions should remain the same. That if you truly let go of the inflicted pain, the relationship should continue as if nothing ever happened. However, that belief is unbiblical and deeply damaging. Today, we will discuss the key difference between forgiveness and reconciliation. Forgiveness is the conscious decision to let go of feelings of resentment or the need for revenge towards someone who have wronged you, even if they do not apologize or deserve it. It's not about excusing their actions or forgetting what happened. It's more so about freeing yourself from the emotional burden of holding on to pain. Forgiveness is letting go of hostility towards the person, even if the hostility towards them is warranted, justified, even. It's for your own peace. They can very well move on with their life as if they have not caused any harm or damage to you. It's not about trusting them again, it's about letting go of the grip they have on your emotional state. One thing I notice is a lot of people have hardened their heart due to being angry or frozen by the pain others have caused. God's grace has offered us extraordinary strength needed to forgive others. It helps us to let go of bitterness by extending unearned mercy, the same way that God constantly forgives us over and over, even when we're undeserving. We can find forgiveness and compassion. Find the perspective of the situation where your heart can acknowledge the wrongdoing may not have been personal. Recognize that we are all imperfect individuals who sometimes make poor choices. Accept that our understanding of others is limited to what they choose to share with us or what they show us. We may not be aware they are probably struggling or battling something that does cause them to act out of character. Another approach to forgiveness is to empower yourself by refusing to remain a victim to their actions. Reflect on how you could have navigated the situation differently. Like for me, instead of concentrating on, oh, they did this or they said that to me, I take a step back and I say, okay, this is the situation. How did I play a role in this? Like, what have I done to cause them to treat or react to me that way? Reclaiming your power and moving it away from the wrongdoer redirects it to your own resilience, growth, and future decision making. By analyzing the situation, you can identify red flags that you may not have seen before, set firmer boundaries, and also protect your peace for similar situations that could occur in the future. Personally, transforming pain into wisdom allows me to see it as an opportunity to learn more about myself and the type of relationships I choose to engage in. Get to a place where you understand individuals may hold different values than you. They may not share that same intensity towards issues than you, and that's absolutely okay. Recognize that people interpret and prioritize matters based on their challenges, their background, and their own personal experiences. I used to be one of those people who would be like, oh, how did you not peep that? Or how can you not read a room? Like, you're weird or whatever. And then now, as I'm growing, I'm coming to understand that no, it's not that they're weird or stupid or anything. They're just not as spiritually mature as you. And also, they may not have ever been in a situation like that or experienced that to know how to interact or navigate that situation. Being a former people's pleaser, one thing I struggled with a lot is not allowing myself time and space to be angry, which led to behaviors like passive aggression and also developing frenemy relationships. You're allowed to be upset. You don't have to be rude or angry towards them. Just give yourself some time and space and allow that distance from engaging with them. Recognizing feelings of hurt or anger while avoiding aggression is essential steps in navigating through your pain. Whenever I acknowledge my emotions without suppressing them, it creates genuine healing. This process can allow that peace necessary in order for me to forgive them. Relationship reconciliation involves mending a fractured connection and addressing past issues, allowing both of those individuals to progress together. The person who caused harm should fully accept responsibility, demonstrate sincere remorse, and comprehend the effects of their actions. Both parties should commit to maintaining positive and consistent behaviors to create that safe space in order for moving forward in the relationship. Forgiveness can occur without an apology, while reconciliation requires a different approach entirely. Reconciliation focuses on the relationship. It takes time, trust, accountability, and gradual transformation. It's essential to recognize that reconciliation should always occur in realistic situations rather than relying on hope. Understanding the difference between reconciliation and forgiveness is crucial. Before pursuing reconciliation, take some time for self reflection. Consider the possible benefits of reintegrating that person into your life and rebuilding that relationship. Start considering the levels of trust and faith that you wish to cultivate into the relationship. When I was navigating relationships without intentions, a lot of times when I would forgive and attempt to reconcile with someone, I would often skip the acknowledgement of the relationship's needs. That is a vital aspect of the reconciliation process, along with obviously making positive changes to enhance it overall. It is thundering and lightning. I am cold. I am hoping and praying the electricity do not go out. Can y'all hear it? It is pouring. I believe that reconciliation is important if you want nurturing and healthy both platonic and romantic relationships. Engaging in reconciliation helps us to heal emotional wounds and restore connections. By working together through the reconciliation process and addressing those issues that may have caused the friction or the divide, you can create a strong, healthy foundation for growth, intimacy, and lasting happiness. Pray about it. Praying allows the Holy Spirit to help you thoroughly examine the relationship as a whole so that way you can make a wise choice with whatever decision you decide, whether it's to keep them or cut them off. It helps you to bring clarity to your emotional blind spots and also protect you from unnecessary heartbreaks. After forgiving someone and I'm considering reconciling, instead of diving headfirst back into the relationship, I would put out fillers. Is this the type of person to have a level headed conversation without crashing out? Can they see from my perspective? Do they have a pattern with victimizing themselves? Can they take accountability? These are the things that I would consider and, feel for. Something I struggled with, and I'm sure that other people may have struggled with as well. After I obviously forgave someone, I would avoid reconciling because I'm afraid. I avoid addressing that emotional baggage because I'm afraid that I won't be heard or that I'm overreacting or that my feelings aren't valid. Many people struggle, especially people pleasers, they struggle with thinking, oh, you know what? It's better to just leave it in the past. It's not worth addressing. I don't want to deal with the drama and the argument that may come from just the fear of thinking you're going to get into an argument And then they move on and act as if everything is perfectly fine without addressing what has occurred. To genuinely reconcile, I believe, and this is something that I would do and I have done if I feel like I've hurt someone or that I wronged someone. I feel like the offender needs to take initiative to seek the other person's perspective, the other person that they wrong, to see their perspective, where they're coming from, and hear them out. This should be done without the offender justifying their actions or being defensive. If there is fear that sharing perspective will lead to verbal assaults or emotionally driven behavior, the relationship will struggle to heal properly. Set boundaries. It is a common misconception that boundaries are intended to keep people or emotions away. If something makes you feel uncomfortable, a boundary serves as a way to communicate, hey, it's not acceptable to cross this line. For example, when visiting someone's home, boundaries are there to ensure that their space is respected and cared for. You likely wouldn't want to intentionally breach their boundaries, knowing that it would cause discomfort and disregard their rules. So, why would you want someone to do that to you? There is nothing wrong with boundaries. Boundaries is essential for rebuilding and nurturing trust when it has been broken. Relationship serves as a fundamental aspect of our lives, offering joy, support, and a sense of belonging. In the Bible, there's a story about Jacob and Esau, who are twin brothers. It is about a powerful narrative of a conflict that transformed into grace. I believe their story perfectly illustrates how forgiveness is a personal release of resentment and anger, while reconciliation requires mutual rebuilding of trust. You can indeed completely forgive someone in order to find inner peace, however, choose not to have a close relationship with them. After Jacob deceived Esau and stole his birthright, they spent decades apart. When they finally reunited, Esau embraced his brother, showing that he had let go of the desire for revenge. However, their interactions remained limited. Because why would they do that? I'm trying to find a picture, I guess, to add in the clip. Look, y'all. Anyways, although Esau forgave Jacob, he declined the repeated invitations to travel together or live close by. For Esau, forgiving his brother and choosing not to harbor grudges or ill will against him didn't mean it was wise to choose and continue a relationship with him. It simply meant, you know what, I'm at peace with what you did to me. I love you and I don't hold any resentment against you. This concludes today's video. I hope the information offers insight on the key differences between forgiveness and reconciliation. It may inspire you to address past wrongs and, most importantly, cherish your relationships. If you have faced challenges in forgiving someone or reconciling, I encourage you to share your experiences in the comment section and discuss how you found peace. That is all for today. Thank you for watching.